It's club life.
You know what I'm saying? Brand yourself, man. We got a lot of stuff over here that was started from different people, like Greedy ENT, Trap History Month, PIMPZILLA. These are all brands. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure when you guys start, you guys are going to brand yourselves as well with whatever business that you do. Important. Brand is important. You know what I'm saying? Drive. Know where you're going at all times. You feel me? Know where you've been. You feel me? Purpose. Find purpose in your march towards success. Being able to participate in the 100 man march in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You feel me? That was before Farrakhan. We participated in both. We started in Hollywood, and we ended up helping also with the movement that Farrakhan held in Washington, D.C. But being a part of that, man, was epic.
Yeah.
I never walked that much a day in my life. You feel me? Accident, I almost fell on my ass after it was over. But, you know what I'm saying, getting out there and just, marching for a cause. And we were some of the first people who headed the line of millions.
Yeah.
We were the first ones, you know what I'm saying? Helicopter looking at us like, who is that? Like, yeah, we out here, you feel me, to get this. And a lot of the major networks that you watch every day weren't there. You didn't see your NBCs and your
CNNs.
None of them. They wasn't nowhere to be found.
Nope.
Why? Because I guess they didn't want to show that. But we were there. We made sure that we were there to get that. That was important for us. Balance, man. Time management is very important. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do nothing, manage your time, you'll get a lot more things done. You'll be a lot more productive.
I know it's hard. I know, because shit, I mean, we do this with kids also.
Yeah.
We do this with kids.
We got families.
And it's not just us out in the club 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We got to be back home at 7 o'clock when we take the kids to school, get them dressed, and cereal in the morning. Y'all understand, for the parents out there. You
know it's real. It's a sacrifice.
It's real talk.
You know, being first of all, go back to teamwork. You know, I don't like rolling without my team because it makes me stronger. You feel me? So that was a sacrifice. I made sure that everybody's gonna get there, even if I gotta come get you. And we're talking about traveling back and forth to Hollywood twice a week to do our show in different clubs in Hollywood, picking up 4 or 5 people. Artists who promote each other and their music, you know what I'm saying? And going there and being embraced by all these cats. These are cats who went down in history for breaking some records. You know what I'm saying? And getting embraced by them, saying like, yeah, you guys are one of us.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was just it felt like, it was a feeling that we never had before. It felt like we were accepted, like our work was finally, it was working.
It hit the I don't want to say mainstream, but it hit I don't want to say the pinnacle of DJs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, MP3 Wax is the biggest DJ pool, once again, like I said, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean, go Google it, pull it up, mp3wax.com.
They break records.
They break records. So even for us to even be in there, we have to be a DJ, right?
Right.
And then to be considered to be in there, you got to be amongst for some of the best DJs. So for us to have the opportunity to be in there and meeting other DJs from North Carolina, New York, Oakland, I mean some of your hottest radio stations around the country, right here with us, chilling out. So
energy, guys.
yeah.
I'm really about vibration. I think everything has a vibration. Colors, sound, you know what I'm saying? So like, releasing good energy is important. You come in a room, some people already can kind of feel you out, body language and how you talk. So when you go into these meetings and you go into these situations where you're going to be putting your skills to work, release good energy. Be a people person, even if you don't have friends. You feel me? Like learn something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that being energetic, a highly positive, energetic person allows you to take people away from all negativity, and it's nothing but good things happening with that conversation, with that whatever you're doing, whether you're trying to get something accomplished, Just keep it positive and embrace positive energy as well. Somebody coming up to you and they want to be heard and they positive, because there's so much negative out here, you can see that coming a mile away. Somebody trying to get at you on a positive note, embrace it. That's what we gonna do. If y'all don't do it, we gonna do it.
We gonna do it for you.
We gonna be right there in the corner waiting on them to come on down.
Yeah.
What you need, brother? What you got for us? You feel me? And that's gonna separate us from y'all. So I'm just saying, like, you know, you definitely want to be positive, accept that positivity that the world gives you, embrace it.
Right.
And the last thing, man, I want to say is finish.
I saw him over in Hollywood. I flew in. I didn't even know him personally. I had got referred to them from Team Zaytoven, so I flew out here. I go to Hollywood. I walk in. I don't know anybody. I got my camera myself. I'm filming these guys do what they do, and it left such an impression on me to where I subscribed to some of the things that you saw them have on the power presentation. I subscribed to the teamwork attitude that they had. I feel butt naked without my camera. So sometimes I'll walk into a room as a media person, and my camera became everything to me. So that leads me to going back to school. I got my degree in film and media from UMKC, that's in Kansas City, and I wanted to apply it. So last year, right around this time, I called Zaytoven, and we had a prior relationship from me being a DJ, and I said, hey, let's get together on something film-based. So I flew down to Atlanta. This is right after A3C, so it's October, November. And we just made a commitment to start doing some new things from a film standpoint. How many of you guys are film students? Show of hands. Okay, cool. How many of you are music students? Okay, cool. So I can split this up a couple of ways. When I talked to Professor Lawson, I talked to her about, like, last year I was in y'all same boat. Who's close to graduation or close to getting their degree, certificate of something? Okay, cool. That's where I was at last year. I was sitting at home. My mom's right out there. I was finishing undergrad. I went back to school. As Cali Breeze and J. Diddy said, it's never too late to go back and get your education. Now, what makes me a master here at this master class? I spent a number of years as a DJ in the underground, breaking records, a big sensation in Atlanta, but I broke that record from Augusta, Georgia. How many of you guys heard the record, Make the Trap Say A? Show of hands, anybody? Okay, cool. Another record that as a DJ I had an opportunity to break. Now, what Gladwell calls a master is, anyone ever heard of the 10,000 hour rule? Okay, cool, perfect. So we're on the same page. We're all college students here. I put my 10,000 hours in as a DJ rap personality in the trenches. Okay, you got your 10,000 in. You're a master at that. I mastered breaking records and playing records. Now I got to do something else. You know, the internet came. You can't break records the way you used to. DJing changed out. It became more digital. Anyone who had a job at a radio station, even those jobs went away for a while. You know, a lot of people lost their jobs just because of the convergence of technology. So what I had to do is, here I am, a dinosaur out here. I'm a dinosaur DJ. What do? I go back to school. What do I take up? What's breaking? I'm seeing bloggers do what they do. Everywhere I go, I'm dealing with celebrities, rappers and promoters and different people and other DJs like myself. So I see the cameras in the room. Well, I'm not so vain to where I would jump behind the camera. At that particular time, Dirty Sprite 2 was really big as far as in the streets is concerned, but our visuals weren't quite there. So the first thing that he hired me to do was to attack his YouTube page. You know, YouTube, how many of you guys are familiar with YouTube? How many of you guys actually have your own YouTube pages where you supply content to it? Okay, good. Well, as you know, YouTube is a major source for financial stream and financial earning for musicians and non-musicians alike, just personalities in front of the camera. And now, more so than ever, those streams are the key to making money. So what's going to make you different from the next artist, the next musician, the next media person? You got to show up to blow up. And that's been a attitude and a philosophy that I've subscribed to this entire year. Street executives want you to do the behind-the-scenes shots. And what you see up here is one of the shots I took. I probably did like 40. I was a stills photographer, and I also shot literally behind the scene that day. Great opportunity. Best thing to come out of that, they used my pictures. The label picked some of those pictures up, and they said, hey, these are really nice shots. We've never actually had him captured this particular way. He's dressed up, he's fancy. I licensed those pictures to them. They ended up using some of those in the marketing, which was really cool. We can all go back a million years on stuff that we've done, but I think it's important for you to know what's happening in the game this particular year as musicians and as film people. So, move past the bankroll shoot. Boom. In creating Zaytoven Producer Camp, we created something that was financially viable because the type of people who signed up for this particular class were music producers. Specifically people who like trap music, who want to learn from him and his specific style. We charged $250 a head for it, and needless to say, it generated a lot of money. The first one was very, very successful. So that just really cemented my position. Zaytoven Producer Camp #1 was so successful that might as well do another one. Let's take the show on the road. Atlanta's easy. Let's see if we got any stops outside of Atlanta. So we went to Charlotte. Behind the scenes, what I learned in February, and what you guys will learn when y'all hit the front line, is Atlanta easy. I'm from Atlanta. I was able to use my ties and plugs in Atlanta to do a lot of stuff. But when you go out of town, that stuff goes out the door. Now you gotta be a little more savvy. I got Dolph right here, I got Zaytoven right here, but Dolph's got a 30-person entourage. We're a 15 to 20 member entourage. The promoter's not letting 50 people in there. At that particular time, I had to balance that inner fan, like, oh my man, that's my dude right there. And understand that my purpose for being here is to capture some good content. Now, the low light of our march was this particular, taking you back to Bankroll Fresh, because everything kind of rolls full circle. This guy was my first job in January of 2016. The first week of March, he gets murdered at a studio. So it broke my heart when he passed. It broke our whole team's heart. We had that was our first big thing this year. That was very, very sad. But from a viral standpoint, the picture was shared. I mean, everybody from Revolt TV to anybody who covered that story and had that obituary, they shared that particular content. So we can't even track the analytics of where that particular photo went.